Hey guys, uh, this one here was a battle. I could not get the track tension cylinder to retract. I just couldn't get it to. I mean, let me tell you, well, to start off with, I pulled the track up over the top with the road grader, and then I tried to get it. I had the relief valve out of the track tension cylinder to let the grease go. And then I was pulling the cat sideways, trying to collapse that cylinder with the track on the top stretched tight, pulling against this front idler. Wouldn't do it. Finally, I went and got a come along and put on both sides of the tensioner, and then I did it again, same result. So then I took the track back off the top, flopped it back down, pulled the front idler clear loose on it, and got to where I could get to the very front, this part of the cylinder, and I put 10,000 psi of grease in here, and it wouldn't even come out. It's stuck. It's stuck in the guide. I tried to heat the guide to get it to move with the grease pressure on it. Nothing. Hit it as hard as I could 100 times with the sledgehammer. Never could get it to move. Finally took the one out of Tony's cat sitting over there and put it in this one, and it went right together, you know. So anyway, that held me up for about a good day, messing with that piece of shit there. So if anybody knows where a track tension cylinder recoil assembly is, that's going to be our best way, I think, because I think what's going to happen, it's going to be totally shot, but we'll see. I might be able to get it in the press or something and try to get it broke loose. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Well, she's stuck good, though. Well, I got the track on one side. We're going to go ahead and put the track on the other side now. And I had problems with my truck, my fuel shut-off solenoid. I've got it to where it's starting now, but for some reason it's binding up here and not wanting to shut off right. It takes a long time to shut off. It's not really... It's binding up for some reason. So I'm going to have to mess with that a little bit more, but maybe I can adjust this linkage here. Maybe it's in the linkage. I'm not sure what's going on there, but anyways, we got to get going on this. I'll worry about that later. And we're back on our own again. Trent quit, so all I'm going to say, I'm not going to run him down, but all I'm going to say is everything that you guys have always been harping on me for years on YouTube about hire somebody. This is the reason every fear that I ever had of hiring somebody was completely justified in this whole situation. That's all I'm going to say. So it's just one of those things, and I'm glad it's over with. It's not been a very pleasant experience. So anyways, we actually can get more work done now because we'll be back on our own. We're not going to be holding anybody's hand. So anyways, that being said, let's get this other track on and get something done here. Well, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I'm not going to be able to get straight on it. When I was pulling on it, it pulled the cat like this. Now it ain't sitting straight. So it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Let's go fire this old road grader up. I haven't checked the oil on this thing in a while. I got a cat road grader back here. I need to get in here too. It's got problems. Pretty good problems, actually. It's old 14E road grader. See, this is an 8.3C. I'm trying to remember what side the dipstick was on. I think it's on this side. Yeah, there it is. Oil's still nice and clean. A little bit over full. if I did that or rebuilt this engine. It's over full. Is that? Make sure that's all oil. It's all oil, so shouldn't be any problems there. Oil's nice and clean. What the hell, huh? There we go. Got her now. What? What did you say over there, you son of a bitch? Oh, it's a dog. Set the hand throttle up, let her run for a little bit before we give her the juice. Grill warm up for a little bit. I don't know. I might have to pull it sideways and get it straight again. I don't know. I don't know what kind of view we're gonna have here. Trying to. come back because I can't see nothing. I can't see what I'm doing here. So far, so good. If we keep that chain in the groove of that upper roller, we'll be all right. Huh, my chain came off. Son of a bitch jumped on the wrong side of that roller because it's not pulling straight. Damn it. Yeah, let me pull back a little more. Maybe I get it. That other son of a bitch would have went on right. Wouldn't be having this problem on this side now. Going to have to pull ahead, try to get the grader in here on straight, see if I can pull it straight. Alright, I got it on the upper roller and back on the sprocket, but I'm still going to pull on a crooked. We'll see what happens. this track tension cylinder going to cause me the same issues as the other one did. It's kind of looking that way, like this one's garbage too. That's nice. Yeah, there's no grease coming out of it, and I'm pulling back on it. It should come right out of there. There's holes here, and the grease should be coming out here. There's a little bit coming out there, but well, I called old Tony there and I says, man, I'm having trouble here. And he said, yep. He said, them old cats, he said, here's what you got to do. He says, you can still get these parts through CAT. They haven't discontinued this part yet. He said, the last time he did one, he could get it about a year ago. But you never know. I got to call him. But he said, Tony said, what's going on is there's seals back in here. Okay, this piston, this is the barrel. The piston sits inside of here. This rod that is on this spring, this tensioner pushes against that rod and then shoves the barrel out of the guide, and that's what tightens up the front idler. What happens, it's stuck here. The seals go bad and this thing fills full of shit and gets rusted up. So he says, take this cap off, pull the piston out and save the piston, and then you just got to take the torch and cut this out of here. And then clean it up, get the new seals and the new barrel, new seals for your piston, put it back together. So he said what he would do, I can't get this other side. I had it move a little bit and it's stuck and it won't go any further. So we're gonna take that come-alongs back off of it, and then we're gonna, I've been messing with it for too long already. We're just going to take the one out of that dozer, put in this one. That way this one's a traxer on it and it's out of the way. And while we're doing steering clutches, we'll wait for the parts to come in for that one. I'm going to get on the phone right now to CAT and see if I can get these parts here coming right now. Well, guess what? CAT has all this stuff. You even have it in original CAT and CAT Classic, which is basically their aftermarket. And I said, no, he said, Vance there at Peterson said that, he said, well, he says, the CAT Classic, if it's just something you're running every now and then, they'll probably be fine. But if it's that something you're running every day, he goes, I don't recommend it. So I said, no, get me the CAT stuff. One of them's in Denver, and the other one's in San Leandro. The San Leandro one, they'll have it tomorrow. And the one in Denver, I told them to, what happened here? The one in Denver, I said to just put it on blue. So I said, don't next day it. I said, it won't be here and we'll get to pay for it anyway. Okay, there's one. At least somebody anti-seized that one. That other side wasn't. I had a hell of a time getting them loose. Somebody actually knew what the hell they were doing on this side and anti-seized this one. I'm going to do this one a little different. I'm going to do it the way Tony told me to do it. Instead of pulling that whole spring assembly out, we're going to pull the yoke off the front idler. I'm going to try to leave the track on. I might see if I can, because these spacer blocks will come out, and then I'm just going to see if I can get this up and over it or something, and then pull these 4 bolts here loose, and then get the piston out of the center, and then this part here, we'll cut it out. It sucks because you're trying to make progress on these projects, and you finally get to where you can get the track back on it, and you can't get the track on it. And then it's plugging up the hole in the shop where the sumbitch is right in the middle. You gotta go. It's holding up everything. Let's see, I should have an impact wrench that would be a little bit more friendlier for this type of deal. I used to have one. Let me go find it. And I got this part loose. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out of there, though. Kind of a guard over here that's kind of right in the way. I don't know if I can get it past that or not. Might have to pull that front idler further apart to get the spacer out of here. Where the hell's it at? I don't think I'm going to be able to get that without getting that front idler. I got her. Okay. Now, get a rag and get that grease soft out of there and see if I can get that piston out of there. Well, doesn't matter what happens. It seems like I always get the biggest piece of shit you can ever get your hands on. This piston will not come out. I can't turn it. I've beat on it with an air hammer. Hey boy, it's stuck in there too. I mean, everything you can think of is fucked up on this thing. Fuck, I'll tell you, man, I'm just having a hell of a time here. Finally got the piston freed up, finally. Holy shit. Rusted up, son of a bitch, man. I already ordered the pistons for it. It needs everything. Man, she's fighting me. I think she was way overdue for track tensioners, you think? Holy shit. I'm sure that there'll be somebody, oh, you did this wrong and you should have done it this way. And you should have held your mouth this way and that would have came out. You should have built a special jig for that. If you would have spent four days building a special jig to get that out there, you would have got that out of there. Gotta build a special jig. What a rusted up son of a bitch, man. No wonder the bastard wouldn't do anything. It's just rusted like crazy. So now we got to cut this part out. I'm sorry, I'm being a little facetious, but I just get so sick and tired of all the know-it-all bullshit on YouTube. I just get tired of it. You know, all these guys that make these comments about building all these special things, sometimes they're being helpful, and I understand that, but it just seems like to me people don't have a clue about time. When you're a one-man show, which I am again, and you have all this work ahead of you, you can't fuck around and spend days building all this special shit to do these jobs with, or you'll even get further behind. You got to get it done. You have to get it done, whatever it takes. Baby, come out of there. What a fight. What a fight. Fucking junk. So sick of this piece of shit. Getting pretty sick of this pile of shit, I'll tell you that. If I can get a pipe wrench on there or something. Like I've got to a spot now, it just won't go any further. Well, what the hell are we gonna do with this thing? Wow, this sinker is in terrible condition. See, I didn't get all the way. That goes back in that guide about that far back in there. I'm gonna see if I can cut it the rest of the way in two. Wow, that is insane. Crazy talk. Can you believe how that thing is in there? This sumbitch here has made me earn my money. Just won't. It's just gonna be a fight to the bitter end. That's all there is to it. Much left. There's quite a bit left in the hole still. But good you video things like this and let these fuckers know what the fuck you went through to get their shit done, you know? Wonder if I go like maybe, I got an idea. Put that bar underneath that, and then whoo! Miserable bastard. Alrighty, my gosh. There's that big O-ring Tony was talking about. I gotta dig that out of there. And then I gotta clean all that shit and slag out of there now. Alright, I got this one out of the other cat, and I got a new O-ring I got in here. And that anise the living shit out of all this stuff. That one's going in there and out of there. And it actually didn't come out of that cat too bad. Boy, this one and this one, boy, it was froze up. Pretty bastards all the way back now. Alright, shove this bar in there so you can get the damn thing to not grab the teeth on the sprocket while you're pulling on it. Well, I think I can let off safely now and put it together. Then we'll see if they'll even tension up. Might have screwed the seals up in the cylinders. They may not even tension up. I don't know. I didn't dismount that grader in the OSHA approved manner as in a quarry. I need another government official to tell me how to dismount and mount the grader properly. Make sure I'm not taking the door out with the blade. I sure like this grader. I love this grader. Sure comes in handy. Okay. Alright, so I need to take the chain off this. I guess it'll come together, but I need another link on it. Well, I can do that without doing that if I have to. Where is the other end of this thing here? I had a bunch of service calls to go do, and yeah, this day and age, you know, I'm a poor boy. I started with nothing. I'll tell you how I got started. Oh shit, I went the wrong direction, didn't I? I worked for a company for years doing this. I think we had about $5,000 in the bank. I bought an old, it's sitting there in the potato cellar here. I bought an old Ford F-250. I put a straight axle in it and made it an F-350. I bought a service bed. I bought the pickup for $1,500. I bought the service bed for $1,100 from the wrecking yard. It's got a really nice Napa hide service bed on it. Took the box off, mounted the bed. So there's $1,500, $2,500, and then I bought an air compressor for $2,500, and I already had a welder I'd bought years ago, and I put it all in there, and that's how I got started. And we actually had no money whatsoever. We had, I think I had a couple jobs that I needed to be paid for, and I got like 500 bucks from those 2 jobs, and then that paid for the fuel. And then we did a couple other jobs, and we just kept building up and kept building up and kept building up. Then I bought the F-550, and I bought the Freightliner. So, you know, I've started with nothing, and I didn't have this building. The first building I was in, yeah, this building sucks to a lot of you guys' standards. I don't know where you guys get your money at, but I've never had nothing. Probably never will really have nothing. But the first building I was in was just bare sheet metal, no insulation, no nothing. You know, and that winter was one of those winters where we had 25 below zero for at least a couple of weeks straight, and you just couldn't hardly work in there, you know. Yeah, I'm not as tough as you Canucks are, but, you know, so when you guys always harp on me about all this stuff that I'm supposed to have, I've come a long ways in 10 years. I started with nothing, absolutely nothing. Nobody give me nothing. Nothing was willed to me. Mommy and Daddy, I didn't live in Mommy and Daddy's house, you know, so